Hi, Mrs. Spawn here. Today I'm here to give you a preview of our upcoming book fair. Our book fair, which will run from this Friday, March 19th, all the way through April 1st. I'm very excited. Even though we are not doing an in-person book fair, we are doing a virtual online book fair, and you will still have the same type of book fair experience because Scholastic has set up some really great virtual shopping experiences for you. So I have placed all of the information that I'm going to go over today with you in the Media Center's Google Classroom. The code for the Media Center, if you are not yet a member of the Media Center's Google Classroom, is, and I will display it here, IRFWWBW. So feel free to join that if you are not already a member, and you will have access to all of the information that I am presenting in this video today. So let me go back over here. So here is the announcement to the families and all of you students, and it does give you all the information. Right down here, I'm going to tell you and start by showing you, how do we get to our book fair? Where do we go to get to the book fair? Well, you need to use the homepage link that is posted in the Google Classroom. And I will be posting the same announcement in all of the Google Classroom homerooms, so you will have access there as well as the Media Center. So let's click on that link first so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and it loads, and you know you're in the right location because you will see Lewis F. Cole Middle School Book Fair right at the top of the page. That's how you know you've arrived at the right place. And you can see the dates, March 19th to April 1st. And then right down here, you'll see our book fair goal for our school is at least 375 books. I would obviously love to go above that, way above that. And then right below here is our e-wallet program. So when you shop the book fair, you have two ways that you can pay for your books. The first way would be with a standard credit card that you get from your parents, or if you have your own bank card, you are more than welcome to use that. The second way, so that you don't have to use a credit card, and if you're coming into school next week, we will be giving you some time, whether you're in school or at home, to shop during your language arts classes. So the better way to pay is by using Scholastic's e-wallet. And that basically means that your parents go in, they create an account for you, and they put money in that account. And then during the book fair, you're able to access that money so you can shop for the book fair. And all they need to do that is click on this Get Started link. And then you'll notice you're in Lewis F. Cole. Click on Create e-wallet. Register to create an account. And then they'll fill in the information. It will walk them through step by step. And then you should have access to that e-wallet information when you shop for the book fair. So that avoids you having to have a credit card, carry a credit card, or ask your parents for a credit card. So that's a very good way to shop. So that's from our homepage. If you scroll down a little bit more, here's the first link that you can shop from for our book fair. It has not yet started, our book fair, so the link is not active yet, but it will be starting on Friday. From this link, you will have access to over 6,000 products, as well as, books and other things. Somebody asked in one of the previous classes, can I buy some of those diaries and journals that the book fair always has? Yes, of course. You can search for pens and pencils, and I'll show you how to do that when we get to, when I show you the virtual fair and I give you a little sample of what it's going to look like. If you scroll down a little bit more, you will see that they have added a new virtual fair link here. And this is the experience that is going to make it feel like you are at our in-person live book fair. So this is what we will shop from next week when you meet with me with your language arts classes, and feel free to shop from this at home on your own time as well. The link will become active starting this Friday. And it looks just like our book fair looks, with all of the cases set up in front of you, and you walk up to the case virtually, click on a book, it brings up the summary of the book, and you can add it right away to your cart. There are also embedded videos. You can watch videos for book trailers and things like that. And I'll show you what it looks like in a few moments. Let's go back over to the Media Center and see what else we have. first thing we have is we have our virtual book list. Those of you who are in person today, your ELA teacher will give you a paper copy of the book list. And those of you who are virtual, you can click on this virtual book list. This is the pamphlet that Scholastic gives out every single year. And what's nice is you're able to scroll through, and you'll start with preschool books for your younger siblings, a lot of picture books. And then we go into the elementary/middle school levels. So we have some elementary and middle school as well, kind of embedded. And then all middle school starts around here. And we can go through those. And they've kind of categorized them a little bit. Gaming, graphic novels, thrills and chills, real life types of books. And then, of course, some popular picks as well. So I love this because it gives you that same experience of having that paper copy with you without actually having to have the paper copy. And I have my paper copy right here. This is what you will get if you are in person. And if you need a copy and you didn't get it, just stop by the Media Center. Ms. Phone has plenty of extras. Let's go back over here. What else do I want to look at? We are going to look at the Bookfair teaser commercial. I love this commercial. So let's take a look at this.
Bookfair. Bookfair. Oh my, excuse me. I didn't realize that I had company. Ah, yes. Well, my name is Ignatius. Now that you are here, I just have to show you something. Come with me. Do you see all of these books? Books are my favorite. So there is this magical place called the Scholastic Book Fair. Can you imagine? A fair where they have books? Could anything be more fun? I actually wrote a poem about it once. You'd like to hear it? Well, I wait and wait and wait. The Scholastic Book Fair is coming, and it's great, great, great. Stacks of the best books for kids, you see. Brought to school for me. The book fair is coming. Yay! Yippee! Well, it sounds like it's time for me to go for now. But don't forget about the book fair. It's coming up soon, and it's going to be wonderful.
Okay, that was our preview of our book fair, our little teaser. Now let's take a look at some preview videos, some of the titles that are going to be available at the book fair. I have a bunch of book trailers here in our classroom. Let's start with this collection. All right, here we go.
What's new at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Hi, I'm Alan Gratz, the author of Ground Zero. September 11th was a brilliant fall day in New York City. The sky was bright blue, it was cloudless, the air was crisp. It was a gorgeous day. Ground Zero is the story of the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. It's told from the point of view of two different kids. The first is 9-year-old Brandon. He is in the North Tower of the World Trade Center on September 11th when the first plane hits. He has just gotten into the elevator and he's about 20 floors away from the top of the building when boom, the whole building shakes. A plane has flown into the building just above him. And now Brandon has to try and figure out how he is going to survive and see if he can save his dad. The other story that's woven in with Brandon's is that of Reshmina. She is 11 years old. She lives in Afghanistan, and she is suffering through her own version of 9/11 in the present day as her village becomes a battleground between the United States and the Taliban. who are still fighting a war in Afghanistan because of what happened on September 11th, 2001. For years, young readers have been asking me to write a book about 9/11. The way it impacted me and almost every American that I know, it's made 9/11 really difficult to think about and talk about and remember. Brandon and Rashmina are two kids who believe they are strong enough to meet any challenge, and they are strong characters. But what they learn is that sometimes the world is too much for you to deal with on your own. And what you have to do is you have to find friends, you have to find allies, you have to come together as a community and overcome challenges together. Everybody remains strong individually, but sometimes we need help. And that's really, I think, one of the ultimate messages of Ground Zero, is that it's not me against the world. It's all of us working together to overcome everything that the world can throw at us. Look for my book, Ground Zero, at your Scholastic Book Fair.
The Babysitters Club wasn't just a business. It was my life. Well, that and art, pottery, family, and friends. I loved being busy. So when the new girl Ashley and I decided to enter the upcoming sculpture contest, it was one more thing to juggle. I'm really sorry, Dawn. Can you stand in for me again as vice president? Ashley was a great artist and saw everyday objects as art. But one of the things she couldn't see was how important the club was to me. I didn't want to lose my friends, but I also didn't want to give up my art, and I had no idea how I was going to keep both. See what happens in the all-new graphic novel, The Babysitters Club, Claudia and the New Girl, at your Scholastic Book Fair.
At first, I thought I was the luckiest kid in the world. I mean, a free trip to go whitewater rafting in Montana. How cool is that? It was gonna be the best trip ever. Then the dam broke. Our counselors didn't make it. Now it's just us kids. We're lost and we've barely got any food. Even worse, we can't stop fighting with each other. And that's not the only danger in the forest. If we're gonna make it out of this forest, we need to learn how to work together. One thing's for sure, not all of us are gonna survive. Look for Wild River at your Scholastic Book Fair.
I've been sick for my entire life. I can't stay in school for more than a few weeks at a time. I can't make friends. Some mornings, I can't even get out of bed. I would do anything to live a normal life. That's why my mom started this Caring for Kara campaign. She's trying to raise money so we can afford this new experimental treatment. But I've noticed things lately. Things that have made me wonder, what if I've been lied to my entire life? What if my sickness is something else entirely? Find Remedy at your Scholastic Book Fair.
We found Rover chained to the side of the road with a blindfold over his eyes and tape around his muzzle. We couldn't just leave him there, so my family and I brought him home. I don't know why the person who abandoned Rover was so mean. All he wants is a friend, and what Rover wants, Rover gets. Play dead with Red Rover at your Scholastic Book Fair. And while you're there, check out Fear Zone 2. I was just Candace Park, your normal, everyday high school student. Then my friends dared me to enter this K-pop audition, and I thought, what the heck? Next thing I know, I'm living in Korea and training to become a K-pop idol, and it's a lot. I don't know if I can do this. Everyone's too pretty, too talented, too perfect. As crazy as it seems, I could actually do this. But that would mean leaving my old life behind forever. Is becoming a K-pop idol really worth it? Look for K-pop Confidential at your Scholastic Book Fair.
I'm soaked and shivering. I'm tired of everything. I let Dad take my hand. Mom brushes my face with her fingers. They rush to embrace me. We're a sopping mess, the three of us. But all I can think of is that for the first time in a long, long time, I'm being hugged by my mother and my father at the same time.
Hi, my name is Sharon Draper, and I am the author of Blended. Blended is a story of Isabella, who's 11 years old. Her mother and her father are divorced. Isabella's father is African American and he's rich. Her mom is white and her mom struggles to make ends meet. She lives 1 week with mom and 1 week with dad. So she really has two lives. She says, half of my life is mom's house and half of my life is dad's house. I have no life of my own. Isabella is a pianist. She plays a really strong classical piano. She uses the piano for escape from her frustrations, for joy because she loves music. And in order to play the piano, you have to join the black keys and the white keys, and they have to be blended. And the combination of combining the black keys and the white keys makes for a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. But her life is blended as well. She has to blend her father's life and her mother's life together with her life. Isabella goes to a racially mixed school, doesn't really think about race very much. She has to deal with a situation that is very, very painful, very, very difficult. An ordinary girl ending up having to face extraordinary circumstances. Look for Blended at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Could you survive 5 nights at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? With original stories straight from the creator of the terrifying video game. The Fazbear Fright series and 5 Nights at Freddy's graphic novels are sure to keep you up at night. Look for these spine-tingling tales at your Scholastic Book Fair. From humble beginnings to creating his own studio, enter the delightfully dark mind of Joey Drew with Bendy, Illusion of Living. Get a peek into the studio of one of the most groundbreaking animators of all time. Look for these spine-tingling tales at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Diaries.
I'm Owen Patrick Joyner.
I'm Jeremy Shader.
I'm Charlie Gillespie from Julie and the Phantoms.
Wake up if it's all you do.
Join me.
Join me to discover Julie finding her passion for music
while helping a trio of ghosts become the band that they were never able to be in life.
Come on, let's run and ride through the night, you and I.
Together, we uncover the real power of music to bring our dreams to life.
The Julie and the Phantoms novel will help you catch up on and go behind the scenes of season 1 of our show.
Babysitters Club, this is Christy Thomas speaking.
Reading allows you to go to new places and meet new people. It's great when you see yourself in another character and to see how that character plays it all out.
Reading expands your vocabulary. It allows you to view somebody else's point of view.
Reading is so important because it fills your brain with fun stories and interesting facts.
It allows me to clear my mind and to escape into a completely different world.
I remember one year I saved up all my birthday money for the Scholastic Book Fair, and I got 2 of the coolest books I've ever read and a blueberry scented pen.
I encourage you to pick up a book and read at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. And if you're struggling to find a book you love, don't be afraid to ask others for recommendations.
Just like these.
Hey, I'm Dara Renee from High School Musical, the musical, the series. I'm an actor, a dancer, a musician, a writer, and I'm very proud to say that I'm also a reader. There are so many good reasons to read. For example, I absolutely love to write poetry. And I must say, the more I read, the better writer I become. As a matter of fact, reading the lyrics to some of my favorite songs is a lot like reading poetry. Oh, and here's an idea. The next time you watch a movie or watch High School Musical, the series, try watching it with subtitles on. You know, those words at the bottom of the screen. My friends and I love to take turns reading the actors' lines in funny voices. It's about whatever you are interested in. Adventures, sports, fashion. Yeah, that's me. I absolutely geek out. All things glam. So, what are you excited about? Well, guess what? There's probably a book about it. So, pick up a book or 2 and just have fun with it.
What's new at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Hi, I'm Alan Gratz, the author.
Okay, so that was a nice little preview of a bunch of books that you can expect to see at our book fair when it starts this Friday, March 19th. I do have a few more preview titles for you, a few more book trailers. So let's start with this one right here. Okay, that's one. Let's go to the next one. This one looks very good, very, very creepy. I would definitely want to read this one.
I've always had a strange fascination with dolls. For as long as I can remember, they've been my favorite toys. Dolls always seemed like my friends, better than real people. The best part is, When I play with my dolls play back.
Come read with me at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Okay, that was definitely creepy. Let's try another one. For all you Pokemon fans out there, here you go.
In Galar, the newest region of the Pokemon world, there are lots of Pokemon ready to be discovered, and now you can read all about them. Get all the stats and facts you need on the Pokemon found in the Galar region. You'll get all the super secrets on everything from favorite and newly discovered Pokemon to Pokemon with special Galarian forms and Gigantamax forms. It's the insider's guide to 400 Pokemon in the newest region, so don't miss out. Get the all-new Pokemon Handbook to the Galar region at your Scholastic Book Fair.
All right, let's take a look at another one. Here we go. What else do we have here? We have Lily to the rescue. Let's look at that one.
Hi, my name is Lily.
Good dog, Lily.
In case you can't tell, I'm a dog. There are so many things I love about being a dog. Like going to the dog park, going to work with Mom and Dad, and doing sit or stay for treats. But most of all, I love my girl, Maggie Rose.
No, Lily, no.
There are only a few things I don't like. Oh, like when my girl disappears some days and goes to this thing called school, when Bog sits in the dog park water bowl, or the word no. I really don't like the word no. Mom and Dad take care of animals, and Maggie Rose and I help. My work is to make friends with the animals so they feel brave. But some animals, like my friend Casey, take a little extra more work than others. Read all about it in my book, Lily to the Rescue, at your Scholastic Book Fair.
All right, that book looks cute, and if it's not for you, maybe it's for one of your younger siblings. Here is some information about the I Survived. There are two new I Survived books that Scholastic is offering this year as well.
Get ready for two new I Survived books based on terrifying true events in history. Josh is on a family trip to Northern California when he finds himself in the middle of the deadliest wildfire season in 100 years. He and his cousin Holly are suddenly trapped in a fast-moving firestorm that's destroying everything in its path. Smoke burns their lungs, and embers burn their skin. They must find a way to escape the blazing forest in I Survived the California Wildfires 2018. And another favorite I Survived book is now a thrilling graphic novel. A killer shark has been terrorizing swimmers along the New Jersey shore. Chet feels safe in his small town, far from the ocean, until one day, when he comes face to face with a shark in the local creek. Will Chet and his friends survive the swim? Find out in the graphic novel adaptation of I Survived the Shark Attacks of 1916. Look for them at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Okay, let's take a look at a couple of more. This one looks very good, Illegal.
My name is Sarah Zapata. I tried to cross the border to escape some very bad men. Now I'm trapped in this detention center. If they let me stay in the US, I can start a new life. But if they send me back to Mexico, I'm a dead woman. My brother Emiliano made it all the way to Chicago where our father lives. But the men who hunted us know we have a way to bring them down. They won't stop until they find my brother and silence him forever. And I won't stop until I figure out a way to help him. Look for Illegal at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Okay, that looks very good. It's one of the ones I'm interested in reading. I'm very excited for that one. Okay, check out Deep Fake. This also looks good. A little bit of mystery and suspense.
You've probably seen the video. Everyone has. Me talking about my boyfriend Will and how he paid someone to take the most important test of his life. The school is doing an investigation. Chances are, this is going to ruin Will's life. I never said those things about Will. It's a deep fake. And I'm going to find out who made it. See if you can spot deepfake at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Okay, that looks like a good one. I think I have a couple of more, 2 more. All right, let's look at this one.
Your favorite video games are now your new favorite graphic novels. In the first Hello Neighbor graphic novel, find out the secrets behind the old Bosco Bay theme park that Neighbor designed years ago and the eerie disappearances that have followed. And enjoy the smiles and laughter of some of the best cartoons and comics to ever come out of Joey Drew Studios. See the adventures and antics of Bendy, Boris the Wolf, Alice Angel, and all their friends and enemies. Don't miss the all-new graphic novels based on these hit video games, Hello Neighbor, The Secret of Bosco Bay, and Bendy Crack Up Comics Collection at your Scholastic Book Fair.
All right, and our last Book Fair trailer preview right here. Let's click on that one, at least the ones in the Google Classroom. We have our
Dave Pilkey's Dog Man is back. Part dog, part man, and all hero. This time, Dog Man's digging drives the meanie mayor mad. Luckily, the Super Buddies have the perfect plan to help the hound. But it backfires when Grandpa turns into the crazed crud. A giant lunch bag comes to life, and the mayor sends the good guys to jail. Now it's Petey's story to tell as he faces off with his father to save his frenemies. Find out what happens in Dog Man, Crime and Punishment. Look for it at your Scholastic Book Fair.
All right, so that covers all of our book trailers in the classroom. Now what I would like to show you is our virtual fair, okay, what it's going to look like. You will get to the virtual fair from the link right here on the published homepage. And as I showed you earlier, you'll scroll down and you'll click. It's not yet active. On Friday, it will become active. Let me put my video up so you can see me again. So on Friday, this link will become active. For now, I have a sample virtual fair that I can preview with you. So it will look just like this. And I think it's pretty amazing. You basically will be in a virtual fair as if it was set up in our gym or our library. And what's nice about this year's virtual fair is you can shop preschool books, elementary school books, and middle school books. So if you have younger siblings, you can also shop for them and they can shop for themselves in our virtual book fair as well. So let's take a look how to enter in. So you would click on the feet and that will bring you in closer, and then you will click and hold your mouse or finger down on your touchpad and drag your finger around or your mouse around, and you will be able to see the display cases. And it's set up just like as if it would be set up in our middle school media center. This is for preschool. And if we go out, we can turn around and let's click over to elementary school. And here's the elementary school setup with all the different cases. And what I like about elementary school is this one isn't just for elementary school. They have all of the I Survived series here. So if we click, it will take you to a website within Scholastic with all of the I Survived books. These are very popular in our middle school as well as our elementary school. So feel free to explore that case as well. And then if we click out on the feed again, we can scroll around and go to the middle school. There's the feet for the middle school. And this is really exciting because it looks exactly as it would if it were set up in our media center. So while we're not all here together, we can still enjoy the book fair. And how do we zoom in? Well, let's take a look. Here's, if you see a book on a table like it would be set up, you can click on the book and it will pop up with the cover, the author, tells you that it's a paperback versus a hardcover, the price, the age range, and then of course it gives you a nice summary of the book. This looks like an amazing book. It's like a take on Snow White. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting this book for our media center. I know in our little book club, this was also one of the books we considered reading. And then over here, if you click on a case that's spread out, it will bring it up close. And this is exactly what it would look like if you were in our book fair and in person. You would see these toppers, these little display signs, and then you would be able to view all the books on the shelves. And if you're interested in a book, like Wonder, you would click on it, it'll open it up, you'll see the cover, the author, you'll see the price, you'll see the age range, and then of course you'll get that nice summary, and any books that you're interested in you can add to your cart. So let me click that, I'll just add it to my cart. Next to some of the books you'll see it says click here to watch a video about. You can click and watch a video about that title. A lot of the videos are the ones that I've already played for you. Some of them are new, so feel free to click on those videos. Once you're done with this case, click step back, and you can drag and go to the next bookcase or look at some of the signs that are hanging up. Look, see what's hot, Epic Gaming Zone, and these are book value packs that you can also view. And here's the video, see what's new in middle school, which is the video I believe we just finished watching. So let's go to the next case and kind of take a look at these. You'll see you have some gaming magazines, some graphic novels, down here, more gaming, different gaming books, some of the thriller books, it looks like, Five Nights at Freddy's. We have some more graphic novels down here in this row. We have some fantasy books, I see, and then we have, I don't know what you would call this book, probably a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of mystery. We have The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. If we click on that, we'll see the cover. This is a hardcover book, so it's more expensive. And then you get a little bit of a summary there. And then I'm looking for, let's see, here's a book. Let's see, Hide and Seeker. That's a book. I don't think that was in our preview. So let's click that video and take a look at that video.
6, 7, 8. Hide and seek. I'm not sure why we started playing, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. We were all so happy to be together again. Our friend Z had finally come home. He'd been missing for a year. No one knew where he'd been. But now it was like old times. Except there was something looking for us. Something from another world. The Seeker. He was the one who took Z. And now, he wanted us too.
Find Hide and Seeker at your Scholastic Book Fair. If you can.
Wow, that looks like a really good book. That's definitely something that I'm interested in. I think we looked at this, The Collected. That was the one about the dolls. That looked very good. Here's another one, The Undrowned. Oh, this one looks good. We didn't see this one. Let's watch this preview.
It was an accident. That's what I have to keep telling myself. An accident. It's not my fault Rachel died. But it is my fault she came back.
Very good.
Hello? I hope you can swim.
We're into, I know in the last several years, we've had many requests for scary horror type books. So there is a bunch of horror like books. This book also, I know you saw in the preview, The Evil Thing, a Villain's Novel. I've heard that there is a movie coming out about Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. So I'm excited for that as well. So let's step back from this case. And you can kind of scroll over, and here's another case, the last case. And this one, you're going to have a lot of mystery, suspense, realistic fiction. You'll also have all of the war books. Here are the Alan Gratz books you saw in the preview about Ground Zero. If you are into that book, he has a bunch of others that have been very, very popular with our middle school students, and they do focus around war times and historical fiction. And there are a bunch of other historical fiction or autobiography or biographies that are listed here related to either the Holocaust or one of the world wars. You can see them here as well. And we have some things, this book here, Hitler's, Trapped in Hitler's Web. This is very good. This is by the same author who wrote Making Bombs for Hitler, which was very popular at a previous book fair maybe 2 years ago. So that's the virtual book fair. On top of the virtual, you'll be able to search up here. So if you know there's a specific title or genre, let's say you like humor, you can just search for comedy and humor and click, and it will bring you here. And then you can always sort over here and filter by grade level. So let's say you want to see humor for 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th, and so on. Up here, you'll see these books, or maybe you only want to see for a younger sibling. So that's when you'll get humorous books that are more geared towards your age or your reading level. You can also search for, I know somebody had asked about diaries, diaries and journals. So if we click there, you'll see you'll get all of these. And these are things that we would have at the book fair, and you could scroll through. There are a ton of different diaries. Some of them are really cute looking. I think on the second page, I saw a couple that I thought were really neat looking. A little three-dimensional, pretty flowers, unicorns. I mean, there's all different types of diaries. I don't know if you search for some other things. Let's just try like pens and pencils. I know students like a lot of these things, the little gadget pens, top secret UV pens, and things like that. They are also available. You have your highlighters, pom-pom pens, squishy panda pens. I mean, you have tons of different things here. Triple scoop ice cream highlighter, things like that. So you can search for those things as well. And that's the overview of our virtual fair. It will pretty much mirror our regular fair. Let me see if there's anything else I want to go over with you. Just once again, I want to reiterate that you do have to shop using our specialized link. And then from there, click on either the 6,000. If we click here, you can scroll down and click from our published homepage and scroll down to here and shop the entire store, which has all of the products, which is kind of what we were doing when we were searching for the pens and the diaries. Or you can come down and just search for the virtual fair. I'm curious, a lot of years there's posters. Let's see if we have posters. A lot of students love our posters every year. So potentially, Raina Tegelmeyer has some. There's some Harry Potter, some Hidden Magic posters. Let's see if there's any other posters, mini posters. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many mini posters. I'm wondering why they didn't put them in there. But just give it a try when you're in here and just search for something that you think would be interesting. I did the pens, maybe bookmarks. Those are always popular as well. Let's see if we get any bookmarks that come up. Yeah, here's a bunch of nice bookmarks that you can also order as well. So I hope you love the book fair. I am very, very excited that it's coming. You will be given some time to virtually shop during your ELA classes next week. And I hope you enjoy the book fair. I hope you find that just right amazing book that you can't pick up, that makes you stay up all night long reading your book to the point where your parents maybe tell you you have to turn out your light. I know that's how I was when I was young. My dad would come in and he would say, lights out. And as soon as I turned my light out, I'd turn it back on and read a few more pages. So hopefully the book fair gets you excited about reading. And even though we're, still in the middle of all of this craziness that's going on, and we have spring break coming up, and you might not be able to get away, you can get away within the pages of a book, especially if you choose a great one from our book fair. As always, if you have any questions at all, come see me or email me, Mrs. Spawn, here in the Media Center. I look forward to seeing you all soon and seeing you next week at our book fair. Remember, it opens up this Friday. You can start shopping right away. Have a great day.